this is Alexa, and Alexa is going to get a hand-painted balayage today. The last time we did a foliage, and I'm going to tell you why, because she was my black box dye. She colored her hair black for 10 years. That was after an 2-day color correction. We made her brown. And this is after a couple foliages. There's still some bits in there that are like, ugh. But guys, we're going to do it today. We're going to make her uber blonde, so stay tuned and check this out. Hey guys, welcome to Hair Toots Light, raw, real, and diverse hair education. I help hairdressers become better hairdressers. Okay guys, here we go. This is finally when I got my new camera. So a little adjustment, jiggle jangle right there. So this is when I got my first camera, my Sony ZV-1 that gives me so many problems now these days. But full format, guys. I'm so excited. And the whole thing, not just bits and pieces. So we still might jump around a little bit because there's a lot of going back and forth. So as you can see, Alexa's got a jelly head, guys. She's a helper. So the more you pull, the more she helps. So every time I pull her hair, she like dips her head back. I'm like, girl, stop. Like she got the jelly head. So I constantly tell her, tighten the bolts, tighten the bolts, tighten the bolts. Guys, how do you just not love my hair this length? My hair this length is my favorite, and I need a haircut so bad right now. So this is from 6 months ago. I'm actually seeing Alexa in a couple of weeks here, and so I'm pretty excited to see her and really make her hair's going to be longer. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. So let's talk about what I'm using. So I'm using Oligo Pro with Olaplex, and I used their balayage lightener, and I mix it with a little bit of cool tone, and you can see that I am painting big chunks in her hair. So I am using Bali Wrap by Candy Shaw. It's what I use. I like to incubate it. Now people are going to ask me why I use this. Well, I use it because you need to keep it moist. So the way to keep it moist is to put the Bali Wrap on there. So as you can see, I don't use a comb like all the time, but sometimes I do. I will finger the hair and I will work the hair, like walk the hair to where I need it instead of like picking up a comb, putting this down. I pick up and put down enough crap. I try not to pick up a lot of stuff. So again, I am taking like big, huge sections as you guys can see, but I am also leaving other pieces out. And here I like finger pull it, like I said. And guys, I do not wear gloves when I balayage because I don't like to. So I am going to wipe my hands continually. I have a wet rag on my table there. And I am just going to work that board side to side. And the reason I go side to side is because I don't want to create a line behind the back of the hair. I know when I go side to side, I am not creating a line, and therefore I don't need to check it. So everything's good. So here we go, finger walking those pieces again because I'm going to just tip those out a little bit. I just want to brighten those up. So balayage is a saturation painting kind of thing, and these are kind of already light. And guys, in the middle piece there, do you see that dark piece? That is still some damn black hair. This girl colored her hair black for 10 years. I have her video up as well. But it's okay. We're going to leave some hair for depth and dimension. We have to leave some depth and dimension. That's why I take such big sections. Now, you guys can see on my table over there, I am like working my board and getting things ready. But right now, I'm putting some low lights in. And I'm using Oligo Calura Gloss. And yes, Alexa is working. She is a nurse and she's doing all of her notes. And she always works when she comes in. So it's okay. I don't have to talk. I'm fine with that. I love Alexa, though. She's super awesome, and she really, like, did her part when it came to getting this black out of her hair, and she spent the money, and we got it. It took a long time, man. It was a lot of black color on her hair. It was a work in progress. So as you can see, I'm creating these big chunky points, and I am painting those what we would call ridges, and I am painting those ridges because they create strength. And I'm painting them really, really, really heavy. Now, when I get towards the end, I'm like painting it, but I'm kind of like scraping it off a little bit because I don't want it to be like thoroughly saturated, just because if it's too heavily saturated, it's going to keep lifting, and we don't want it to be super heavy because it's already light. But we do want to make her pretty bright today. Guys, I can't believe how blonde I got her. She looked like amazing. So as you can see, I kind of put a drop down in here. I'm not going all the way up to her scalp. And also you can see when I place the Bali wrap, I do not go really, really high over the top of the thing. Is there's this thing called a balayage vapor, and I like to keep it kind of aerated and open. And also you guys saw me pick up a dry brush, and that's because I didn't like the way the blend looked. When I paint with oligo, it is a total blend thing. And if I don't like the way the blend looks, I'm going to take a dry brush and tickle it out. So I'm talking. I'm going to do deep weaves, and I'm going to go through that big, huge section. I'm going to take this section, I'm going to flip it up, and I'm going to paint a low light underneath here. And I'm going to bring that down. And then I'm going to butter my board. I'm going to work that balayage lightener on mine, and I'm going to give it a slight tease just to diffuse it even more. This is like number 2 money piece, guys, and I am just going to surface paint that whole top section. And I am using a Framar brush and just painting these balayage pieces that I weaved out on the top of the head. And just kind of continuing on and feathering it up. And it's okay if I get into that teasy section, working that hair side to side over the board, corner to corner. And place my balayage wrap, and we're going to now go to the sides. Here we go, taking a deep diagonal back, and we are just going to paint this on the side. This is probably the only clip you're going to see me paint in real time, because otherwise it's just boring, guys. Like, I try to like speed this up just a little bit. You guys get the hang. So here is a real time paint, how I paint in normal speed, just working that all around that huge section. It will not look heavy. It will not look lumpy. It will look amazing. Putting a little bit of a low light behind there. So here we go. So just remember, I am working my paddle over the corner, side to side. I don't like to paint over the line, because when you do that, it creates lines as well. So I'm taking a deep diagonal back. I want the focus of the highlight around her face. Now you can see that old highlight from the foliage from before, and I'm going to totally smooth this out. Now, I have not seen Alexa in 6 months. She just called for an appointment the other day, and so I'm excited to see her. I'm excited to see how this grew out. So check my shorts, because I'll probably upload a video in a couple of weeks for Alexa on a short to see how long her hair is, what it looks like. But all the black is completely out of her hair. Thank the Lord. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place just a deep V, or a deep diagonal back here. No V, sorry guys. And a low light behind the highlight on this one, just to create more focus of lightness around the face. I just want her to be so blonde, and her to be like, wow, like this is what I wanted. And like Alexa was coloring her hair every 2 to 3 weeks, because she's like a natural dark blonde. In hairdresser land, guys, this is a dark blonde, so don't come at me. So she was coloring her hair from the black like every 2-3 weeks, and just on the top a lot of times. So there was a lot of inconsistencies of levels of dark hair as well. When we bleached her out to try to get that black out, it was crazy. So I'm so happy that it's all out now, and that we can continue on her blonde dreams. And she literally has not had her hair done for like 6-7 months. And that was like the whole goal of this. And so even though she spent a lot of money getting here, her goal is finally here. And that's what I always tell people, just like find somebody, stick with them, and be patient. Because if you're happy and you could just keep working with them, it's just like the best thing to do, because your hair dreams will come true. So guys, we are going to work on the front here, and I'm going to go on a deep diagonal back again, and then we are going to talk about the LifeStylist coaching, guys. Now, this is my new thing. I'm so excited to talk about it with you guys. So LifeStylist coaching, empowering stylists to find confidence and clarity behind the chair. I want to help you guys. If you're burnt out, are you a Generation Xer? Do you have problems with boundaries with clients and work-life balance and body pains and aches? If you guys do, there is a wait list and a link in the bio. I want to be your coach, and I want to be there for you. So go ahead and click the link in my description, and there's so much information there. I also have some awesome downloads for hair guaranteed deposits, and my no-show cancellation policy, all kinds of goodies in there. So go check it out. All right, guys, so we're back to painting hair. Okay, so we're going on the deep diagonal back, and I am painting this heavy because, like I said, I want this to pop around her face, heavy and hard. And yes, I know I have bleach on my shirt. So I am a very textural person. And when I go shopping, there is this specific material that does not bleach. And I touch everything. And this material is amazing because I can get bleach on it and it does not ruin. And the shirt is amazing. And I will spend $100 on a shirt with this material. I don't care. So back to the hair. It heavy paint. Heavy paint. So I just want it to be so bright and light. And it just comes out amazing. I was so happy with it. Guys, I can't wait for you guys to try this pattern. So as you can see, I just kind of held it on my palette and went to slap that right in her face. And then I'm just going to come around with another piece of Bali wrap and tuck it under because I don't want it to like lay on her face. And I'm going to do another little diagonal back section, but I'm going to paint this like away from the root. I'm not going to go really far up and really bold. As you can see, I'm leaving a little bit of empty space behind it, and I'm feathering up. Again, bold towards the ends. And I have Olaplex and everything, guys. So overlapping. So Olaplex is like, you know, insurance for your hair. So if you have car insurance, you wouldn't drive it into a wall, would you? No. So just helps make sure that you don't like, you know, burn the shit out of somebody's hair. So you're just going to take this diagonal back. So sometimes I like turn the person around and see where things are laying. And I'll just be like, okay, I'll push the hair up and it'll separate into spots. And wherever there's breaks in the hair is where I want to paint them. So I want the breaks to fall because I want the darkness to lay underneath, if that makes sense for you. I hope it does. So you can see I found another break in the hair and I'm going to paint that break as well. So we only have like one or two more paints here. As you can see, I hold tension in my board while I'm buttering my board. I am a little bit of a sloppy hairdresser, guys. So I have my assistants like really try and keep up and clean as I go because I am like all over the place. I am like ADD to the fullest. So I am painting these big, huge diagonal back singles. As you can see, I work my way down. I don't paint the ends until I am done with the top. And that's very evident in these pieces right here. So I am going to leave the top open for just about 10 minutes. And once the part dries out a little bit, I am going to let it process for 45 minutes. I'm going to rinse it and stop oxidation. So I separate out the money piece, which is the front hairline, and I am going to pick a tone very close to her natural tone, which is a level 7, again, very close to her low light. And I am going to rinse, stop oxidation with Malibu C Deox, and I'm going to, for 1 minute, and then I'm going to rinse, shampoo, usually with Olaplex 4C, and then I will touch the root area with her natural color. And there is my other client back there getting a scrubber dubbers from Allison, working hard. And I like to use my wet brush. So I just am having a chat here, but I got all my color in there and I'm just rooting the front area. Now this is her toner and I use 10 GV with Oligo Calura Gloss on here. And now I'm just going to comb those two colors together. So I have a 7 on the root and the 10 GV on her ends. Her 10 GV comes out beautiful. I love that color. It's very pretty. It's like a perfect balance between like soft or neutral because there's a little bit more gold in it than there is violet, but it does help tame down a lot of that yellow, but still leaves a little bit of that neutral warmth. She is a natural warm-based person. If I put ash on her, she's going to look stupid. I'm not going to do that to her. So I have a whole thing about having natural tones and toners that complement the skin of the person. And that's actually a whole section that was being released hopefully soon in my Neapolitan series, which is also in the link in the description. So as you can see, I am working all of this through her hair. Now, Alexa, again, has had a tough road, guys. We went from having black hair about 18 months ago. Now we are all pretty much blonde. Here was when she came in this time. You guys ready for it? Here we go. Look at that. How absolutely stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. I just can't. So obviously all different lightings, all different. I'm standing back, I'm standing close, I'm in my window, I'm in my studio. So there's all different kinds of lightings. She looks absolutely gorgeous, guys. If you like and appreciate my content, don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, share, follow me on all the socials. And most of all, guys, don't forget to hit the ding dong.